Hello guys, and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration. I'm super excited to be back, and I've actually done a bit of off-camera work. So I've upgraded about half of our steel smelter to steel furnaces here, which is helping quite a bit. It's backed up because we haven't really been doing a bunch, but it definitely helps because, like I said before, basically every one of these you add is like adding a whole nother set of these. So I'm just going to add a couple more here. Someone also mentioned that part of the reason our lines were backed up is because I was side-loading onto an underground belt here, but it was side-loading onto the, top part of the flap, which doesn't actually work. So this line just wasn't going anywhere, which is obviously good to know. So I've fixed it. I've moved this splitter back, switched this to go a little sooner, and then done this dealio so it's side-loading there like that. Working much better. So there we go. That's going. Also, I set up some stuff for preparation for these electric furnaces. They're pretty much ready. And I decided, let's just do it right here. Why not? Just throw stuff kind of wherever. So we have this guy making these. He's pulling stone from here, which I've brought down. And then he's inserting into these. The ratios are close enough. They're not exact, but they're fairly close. To do about 0.75 or 0.57 furnaces a minute is what we, or second is what we need here. So then these guys are of course making this, so getting steel and brick from here and here, and they're outputting into here. So the only thing we're missing at this point is more steel and red circuits. And red circuits are actually going to end up being on this side of this belt. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy, wrong direction. We're going to take this guy, and we're going to bring him up. I also expanded our red circuit build. I'll show you in a second here. I'm running over to get some more belt. Now, what we could do is do like a filter splitter off this line. I don't really like that idea. I kind of like to have, for these builds that tend to take a fair amount of something, I like to have kind of dedicated splits at the source to... it's just something I prefer. I don't know that's really better. So instead of doing that, we're gonna pull from here. I know it's a ton of extra belt, but like, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, the extra belt. And I just think it's better to have a dedicated split from that rather than trying to pull from a line that's already meant for something else. In this case, like if it's for science or something expensive for another science or whatever, then I kind of like doing this. So gonna run this guy down, run it next to this, and after that, then all we have to do is the modules, and those should be super easy. Basically, we just have to set up some green circuits somewhere okay, not sure what's happening here. Looks like I had a bit of an oopsie, maybe. Maybe it's meteor? No, I don't know. I don't know why that's damaged. But yeah, so basically, we'll bring this guy down, and like that, and then we need to get steel in here, and these should be good to go. And then we're just gonna make some modules. So like this is already here for this build. So in this case, I'll just pull off of this because it's just for this build anyway. And that's what we're gonna do there. So that's coming there. Where do we want to get the steel in? I think I had decided I'm going to try to squeeze the steel in here-ish. What we're going to have to do is we're actually going to have to rearrange these power poles a little bit, unfortunately. But this guy's going to come down. He's going to go here. And then this guy can underground like that. Come over. And this, how much steel do these take? 5 steel. So I'd kind of like to just split this. How do we want to do this? Because otherwise these are just going to get the full amount of steel. Not that it really matters, because if we have enough steel, it shouldn't be a problem. But nonetheless, I'm going to be silly and do this. So he's just going to go like that. Boom. Actually, I think this can pull back one more. That, and yeah. So now we take these long-handed Yeah, we are gonna have to move these power poles though, because over here we're gonna have to put the long-handed right here. Still works though, perfectly fine. So we've got steel. Once I actually split this like so, let's use an output filter to split only steel. And also, guys, another huge thing that I did not realize, I was actually talking to the mod dev, Earendel, I think? I'm really bad with names, so I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. But I was talking to them yesterday, and he mentioned that that you can actually launch a rocket and get to space with just up to blue science. So we don't even have to go past blue science to launch a rocket and get to space, which is super, super cool. So I think I may actually try to just head towards a rocket stuff. We're gonna finish purple out just because I'm like pretty much done with it anyway. But and someone else mentioned it in the comments after I talked to him, but I think that's really cool. So looking at this path, yeah, so I've unlocked rocket fuel. You can make rocket fuel from water. That's actually pretty sweet. And then you get something back. But I've unlocked rocket fuel and low density structures, and I'm now doing rocket control units. But then we can actually get the rocket silo and then the stuff for launching ourselves up with just blue science. So, I mean, that's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and start that research. I may actually just expand our labs too. But let's go ahead and get a few more inserters would be good. I'm going to need actually a bunch of assemblers. I meant to automate these, but I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I want to do it because it's going to be a bit of a pain and intensive process to actually get these things automated. Okay, so what am I'm here for some belt, some fast inserters. Our inventory is getting full of stuff as always. So we just need like a little circuit factory somewhere to feed these modules. And modules, let's see if my math, well, the modules should be the same rate as the furnaces because it's 1, right? So like 0.7 modules a second or something. And these take 15 seconds, so probably like 12 or 14 machines doing this is how much we need, which is actually like a ton. It's actually a massive amount of machines we need making these dang modules just because they're so slow. And it is gonna, I mean, it is gonna be quite expensive. Like, I don't think we're gonna be able to support it, but we'll see. Okie doke. Let's find somewhere we can build some circuits. I could split off this line, I suppose. Plastic has stopped for some unknown reason. Suppose we should check on that. Maybe it's out of coal. Nope. Sulfur stopped too. Okay, something's broken. We're out. Probably because we're backed up on something. Even though I'm cracking. Maybe I didn't hook my cracking up right. Apparently not. I feel like this thing's probably not on. Or these are broken. Or something else is broken. Light oil, but this pipe's full of light oil. What's wrong with you? What? Oh. So stupid. Duh. Okay, well, that explains that. Okay. Oh, man, I'm so bad. Okay, so these will go eventually. That'll get some stuff moving. I'm pretty dumb. I can't believe I did that. Okay. So let's see. How do we want to make these circuits? We're kind of running out of space, honestly, to build some of this stuff. I could pull off this line. I don't really want to. Also, when I was talking to the dev, there's apparently in circuits an actual thing for meteor strike, which is super cool. I probably should have looked there. we can stop using plasma. But yeah, so I mean these, well, we can't fit another one here. If we move these belts, we actually could. I'm gonna do that. Let's move these like over here. Just a little bit of a reroute here. We're gonna end up with a bajillion solid fuel in our inventory, fortunately. And then this thing is just like constantly in the way of what I'm trying to do. And that I'm actually going to, I guess we'll just pick it up. I was gonna say I'll just let this drain, but this actually needs to not sideload because that'll mess up the red circuits that are on the other side. So let's go ahead and just run these down. Yeah, we'll put a circuit build right here, and then the red circuits are obviously right there, so we'll just build the modules in that area. A bunch of other random crap. Okay, so this thing is going slowly. It is 500 packs. We're slowly getting plastic back. This should turn this back on, and we can actually probably... I have one of these. I actually do want to face it this way because we don't need these outputting over there. So this actually fits exactly perfectly. Look at that. It's almost like it was planned. So if I make some of these... Sure, we're missing something. Probably power poles. I still haven't fully automated those because I was looking and I couldn't figure out any way like whatsoever to get the steel onto the small power pole belt. Like, I think that's the way to do it, but I just could not find a way with the way our belts are arranged and stuff. Okay, sweet. So this needs some copper. We're already splitting off this line like three times at least. So this is gonna become a shortage here pretty soon, I would imagine. And then this one, I guess this one will just split here too. I don't know. These splits are not great, but it's what we got to work with right now. And I don't think this is gonna be enough circuits. I mean, well, maybe if we need like let's just say a module every second. It's not quite that much, but that would be 5 circuits a second. This would make 2, 4 a second with these two, and we don't quite need one, so maybe this is actually like really close to enough. Definitely possible. And actually, do we want to put this up here, or do we want to put this like over here? Will it fit here? There's nothing else really going here. This could just move. Let's actually just move him like over this way. These are not working for some reason. They don't have greens. I don't understand why not. Why don't we have green science? Green science is all running. Why are we short on green science and red science? Is it just too slow? Oh, it's because they're level 1 assemblers and the rest are level 2s. I get it. We'll have to upgrade those. Okay, no worries. Okay, let's throw that guy there. Throw some ammo in him. I see what the problem was. So we need, what I say, like 12 or 14 of these-ish. Yeah, we'll just throw them here. I don't know how many there's going to be. Control C. This is 13. I'm going to do 12 and see if that's enough. So there's that. These are going to make productivity. Like I said, luckily these are like super simple. I mean, level 1 modules, or modules in general, are pretty simple. The later ones, of course, require the previous version and then some processing units and such, but although they're expensive, they're very straightforward, which is good. I'm going to grab some more stuff. I don't know what I'm out of for this. Probably iron again. Per usual. Grab more of that. Grab some belt. And iron. I also added more iron to our patch, like more miners to our iron patch. It's pretty much entirely tapped out at this point, which is not great. Okay, so these, just do something like that. We don't have a ton of red circuits. Plastic, I think I'm going to have to go check on again. So we finished that research. I'm going to give it a second. And these dudes, we just don't have many of these at all, do we? I'll just make all the rest that I can. Okay, so this goes like this. Try to be fairly efficient with these. course we'd run out already. But let's run this belt over. So if we could... Yeah, plastic is by far our lowest resource here for that. So I'm going to run this guy down. And he can merge in like that. This one will come in from somewhere. Again, I'd kind of like to do a separate belt split for that. This tree's right smack dab in the way, so is our rock. Okay. So this guy... I mean, this is becoming a lot of splits, unfortunately. I could do, like, a proper, like, 1 to 3 split thing. We can do that a bit later. Okie doke. Bring this over here, bring him down. I need to go pick up some more steel for power poles, but otherwise we should be good. That's going to merge onto there. Let's place the power poles we do have. This is unfortunately not enough to finish this. It's very close. 1 power pole short. You're always one short, it seems like. Also, we have a bunch of assemblers, so let's go ahead and upgrade these. Probably gonna max out our power here in a second. Yep. Saw that coming. And we can't make any more of these because we don't have steel, but that's okay. Gonna go grab some. Grab some brick while we're at it. Copper, iron. More iron. This is like a nice little section to grab steel from, too. I'm gonna go dump some steel in this box just so this can automate a few power poles for us. These do take 2 steel, so that's not very many power poles, but let's go ahead and go up here. Okay, so we've got these automated. Just throw that up. Let's throw some power down. And we're gonna have to go upgrade our power. Boom. Yeah, so this is definitely not enough red circuits. We're probably... I mean, this build isn't like only half of it's running because we don't have enough plastic. So I'm going to have to go upgrade our plastic too. But first things first is power, because that's probably a bit of a limitation as well. And coal, I have a feeling we're going to run out of coal here really quick. I mean, like, look at this. He's done, this guy's done, that guy's done. We have so many miners that have already run out. This is kind of bad. A little bit. And these consume quite a bit more fuel, I believe, than a normal power system would. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so that should be like 8 more megawatts. Let's actually place the inserters this time and not just ghost them. That is very close. By the time we add the purple science assemblers, we're going to be out again, so I'm just going to add even more of these. All these dang rocks. And we can probably start doing a little more science now. Okay, doke. Yeah, let's choose some science. So if we go down this path, thruster suit, which we need, and then cargo rocket silo, thruster suit 2, which we don't have that science pack yet. But then I'm going to queue this up, because that's what we actually need to be able to launch ourselves into space. Now, it's going to be quite expensive, obviously. We still have to build the rocket silo and stuff if we want to do that one for the satellite. Let's not build that. Thank you, robots. Let's dump some of this ore in here. Yeah, you can see all of our patches are running low. We are going to have to definitely get some more resource patches tapped here very, very shortly. And I would like to set up, I think we may have time. I'd like to set up the purple science assemblers. So if we look at these, I said how many do we need? We need 14, I believe is what I calculated. Yeah, it was 14. Okay, we can do that. So where do these go? These could go here. You can easily fit 14 in there. And the rails are here anyway. These have no output, because I'm dumb. Yeah, I didn't really... Whoops. Okay, so... Yeah. That's unfortunate. This is gonna get real interesting real quick. Oh dear. Okay, well, let's see what happens here, guys. This, I'd very much like to make... I may need 2 of these. What are the chances? I mean, that's okay. We can do that. Okay. So, he goes like that. Under here, and onto there. And then over here-ish, maybe? I'm gonna underground that. Change my mind. You go here. And then this dude is gonna go like that. Same with this one. And what side are these guys gonna be on? I mean, really, it doesn't matter as long as they side load here correctly. Do we actually want these on their own belt? We kind of don't. I think it all just be on one side, really. And this has stopped working for some reason. What are we out of? These. What are we out of? Steel? Did I, like, turn off steel? Oh, I see the problem. Okay, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll copy-paste that. No, we won't. Okay. What if we do... We take this and do input priority. Right. Oh, I can't set a filter for that, can I? Shoot! Okay, well, you just, you get brick too then. Have fun. Let's just get brick. So this is gonna come over. The rails need their own belt, so this is gonna merge with somehow the purple, or the modules, even though they're way over there. It's gonna be interesting. And we need 14 of these, so let's just go like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here's 7. Okay, we had another meteor land. Right now, the meteors don't seem to do much, so I may not mark all of them. And yeah, this is gonna be it. I may actually just tie this in off camera because we're pretty much out of time at this point. But this is basically what this is gonna look like. This actually may need to come down like this way or something. The furnaces are gonna have to do a pretty inefficient thing and go up and merge with the modules and then come back down. But that's just kind of what's going on. Or actually, this belt, the outside one should do it because we actually need fast inserters for the rails. So this one should actually be the rails. And these will come down. And I'm going to quickly bring this guy over just so we can get things working here. Or get this tied in. He's going to come over. Boom. Feel like probably going to need this to be all red belt or something. More than likely. And yeah, so then the furnace is going to come up, merge with the modules, hook in, split, go down, and we're going to have purple science. But right now, we're just super close to this. It's, we got some stuff to do. We need processing units, we need electric engine units. Other than that, we need low density... Yeah, I mean, we have a bit to do. But the fact we can do this before, like, yellow science and stuff is really cool. And we can also do space platform scaffolding, which is pretty dang expensive. It's actually really expensive. Underground belts specifically for space and pipes. So this is what we're looking at, guys. We're closer than I thought, actually. I'm super excited. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and questions and such below, and I'll try to get some more off-camera work done before next episode. But until then, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.